They interrupted me mid-sentence. At the dinner table. In front of everyone. My boss. His wife. The other partners. Laughed like I'd told a joke. Kept talking over me like I wasn't there. I stopped. Smiled. Picked up my wine glass. No one said anything. They just kept going. Like it was normal. I sat there for another hour. Nodding. Listening. But something inside me went quiet. Not angry. Not hurt. Just done. I didn't know it yet, but that was the last time I'd let them make me invisible. It started 3 months earlier with a promotion. Senior associate to junior partner. I'd worked 6 years for it. 80-hour weeks. Weekends. Holidays. My boss, David, called me into his office. Congratulations. You earned this. I actually believed him. The announcement went out the next day. Firm-wide email. My name. My new title. Then nothing changed. I wasn't invited to partner meetings. My opinion wasn't asked for in strategy calls. When I'd try to contribute, David would nod, say noted, and move on. But here's the thing, I was still doing the work. Drafting contracts for deals I'd never see closed. Prepping briefs for cases I wouldn't argue. Taking calls at 11 p.m. because you're a junior partner now, this is part of it. I thought maybe I just needed to prove myself more. So I worked harder. Then came the dinner. Client appreciation event. Expensive restaurant. Partners and their spouses. I was the only junior partner invited. See? I told myself. You're included now. I sat between David and another partner, Mark. The conversation flowed. Deals. Clients. Firm gossip. I mentioned a strategy I'd been working on for a new client pitch. Something I'd spent 2 weeks developing. Got 3 words in. David cut me off. Mid-sentence. That reminds me, Mark, did you see the Hendricks contract close? Like I hadn't spoken. Mark laughed. Started talking. I sat there. Glass halfway to my mouth. David's wife glanced at me. Then looked away. No one acknowledged it. I smiled. Took a sip. Waited. Tried again 20 minutes later. Different topic. Same thing. This time Mark did it. Talked right over me about his weekend plans. I stopped trying. Just sat there. Listening to them discuss cases I'd worked on. Strategies I'd written. Clients I'd landed. My name didn't come up once. At the end of the night, David clapped me on the shoulder. Thanks for coming. Good to have you on the team. On the team. Not part of it. On it. I drove home in silence. Sat in my car in the driveway for 20 minutes. And I realized something. The promotion wasn't real. It was a title. A pay bump to keep me working. But I wasn't a partner. I was still just the associate who did the work while they took the credit. I didn't cry. I didn't rage. I just made a decision. I wasn't going to say anything. Not yet. I started paying attention. Really paying attention. The next partner meeting, I wasn't invited. Again. I checked my calendar, nothing. but I saw them all walk into the conference room at 9 a.m. I asked David's assistant later. "Oh, that was just a quick check-in. Nothing formal. Except it lasted 2 hours." The week after that, a major client, one I'd brought in, one I'd managed for 18 months, signed a renewal. Firm-wide email went out congratulating David and Mark. My name wasn't mentioned. I forwarded the original pitch email to myself. The one with my name on it. Dated. Time-stamped. Just in case I started thinking I was crazy. Then there was the retreat. Annual Partners Retreat. Weekend in Napa. Strategy sessions, team building, wine tasting. I got the email 2 days before. Subject line, Partner Retreat, Final Headcount. I wasn't on the list. I replied to David. "Hi, just wanted to confirm, am I attending the retreat?" His response came 6 hours later. "We decided to keep it to senior partners this year. Budget constraints. You understand." I looked up the resort. $400 a night. I looked at the firm's revenue from last quarter. Up 18%. Budget constraints. I didn't respond. But I checked Instagram that weekend. David posted a photo. All the partners. Laughing. Wine glasses raised. Caption, "Grateful for this incredible team." I counted 12 people. I opened the firm directory. 11 senior partners. The 12th person? David's son. Just graduated law school. Not even hired yet. He got invited to the partner retreat. I didn't. I screenshot it. Saved it in a folder on my laptop labeled Performance Review Prep. The pattern was everywhere once I saw it. When I was 24, I'd stayed late 3 nights in a row to fix Mark's mistake on a filing. He thanked me privately. Took credit publicly. When I was 26, David asked me to mentor a new associate. I did. That associate is now on partner track, ahead of where I was at his age. When I was 28, I turned down a job offer from another firm because David said, "We're grooming you for leadership here. Just be patient." I'd been patient for 6 years. And the whole time, I'd been useful. Not valued. Useful. I stopped going to happy hours after work. No one noticed. I stopped volunteering for extra projects. No one asked why. I started keeping a document. Every email where I was left off a chain. Every meeting I wasn't invited to. Every idea I'd proposed that later became David's strategy. I wasn't angry. I was just tired. Tired of being the one who showed up early and stayed late while everyone else got the recognition. Tired of smiling through interruptions. Tired of pretending this was normal. I didn't quit. Not yet. But I did start looking. And I stopped caring whether they noticed. The ask came on a Wednesday. David walked into my office. No knock. He never knocked. "Hey, got a minute?" I looked up from my laptop. "Sure." "So, Jenkins LLC just signed on. Huge account. 7 figures. That's great." "Yeah. And here's the thing, we need someone senior to handle the groundwork. Documentation, compliance review, client calls. It's going to be intense for the next 3 months. Maybe 6. I waited. "I know you're swamped, but you're the only one I trust with this." The only one he trusted. Not the only one qualified. Not the best person for it. The only one who'd say yes. What about the Hendricks case? I asked. I'm lead on that. Mark can take it over. He's got more bandwidth. Mark. Who played golf every Thursday? Who left at 4 p.m. most days? And the equity stake? I asked. He blinked. What? Junior partners get equity stakes on 7-figure accounts. It's in the partnership agreement. He smiled. Tight. We can discuss that later. Right now, I just need to know you're in. I looked at him. Really looked at him. 6 years. 80-hour weeks. Missed birthdays. Skipped vacations. For this. No, I said. His smile dropped. No? I can't take it on. You just said Hendricks is your only active case. It is. And I want to keep it that way. This is a big opportunity. For who? Silence. For the firm, he said slowly. For you. This is how you prove you're ready for senior partner. I proved that 6 years ago. His face changed. Look, I don't know what's going on with you lately, but this attitude. I'm not taking the case. You're making a mistake. Maybe. He left. An hour later, I got an email. CC'd to all partners. After discussion, we've decided to assign Jenkins LLC to Mark, who has expressed enthusiasm and availability for this priority account. Enthusiasm. I closed my laptop. That night, my phone buzzed. David's wife. A text. He's really disappointed. He was counting on you. I stared at it. Then I blocked her number. The next morning, I got a calendar invite. Performance review, urgent. I accepted it. And then I opened my personal email. And I sent my resume to the recruiter who'd reached out 3 months ago. The one I'd ignored because I was loyal. Subject line, still interested in talking? She replied in 10 minutes. Absolutely. When can you start? I gave 2 weeks' notice the next Monday. David didn't call me into his office. He sent an email. We accept your resignation. Your last day will be Friday. Not 2 weeks. 3 days. I packed my office in silence. 6 years in 2 boxes. No one said goodbye. A few people walked past. Nodded. Kept moving. Mark stopped by. Leaned against the doorframe. Hey. Sorry it didn't work out. I looked at him. Yeah, if you ever need a reference. I smiled. I won't. He left. I walked out at noon on Friday. No exit interview. No handshake. Just my boxes and my key card on David's desk. I started the new job 3 weeks later. Better title. Better pay. Actual equity. But more than that, I was in the room. Strategy meetings. Client pitches. Decision making. Not because I fought for it. Because it was expected. 2 months in, I heard through a mutual connection that the firm was struggling. Jenkins LLC had pulled their contract early. Something about mismanagement. Mark had been lead on that. I didn't smile. Didn't feel vindicated. I just felt nothing. 3 months after that, David reached out. LinkedIn message. Casual. Hey, saw you landed at Morrison and Gray. Congrats. We should grab coffee sometime. I read it twice. Then I archived it. No block. No response. Just archived. 6 months later, I ran into him at a conference. He saw me first. Walked over. Big smile. Look at you. Doing well, I see. I am. We miss you at the firm. Really? You were always one of the best. I nodded. Didn't correct him. If things ever don't work out there, we'd love to have you back. I appreciate that. I mean it. You were family. Family. I looked at him. His expensive suit. His Rolex. His easy smile. And I realized I didn't hate him. I didn't resent him. I just didn't care. I have to get to a panel, I said. Of course. Let's keep in touch. Sure. I walked away. Didn't look back. I'm a senior partner now. Real one. My name on the door. My cases. My equity. It's not perfect. But it's mine. And David? Last I heard, the firm's still standing. Barely. I don't keep tabs. I don't think about what could have been. I just think about what is. And that's enough.